We're in line early here at the GOAT premiere. We're hoping to catch a glimpse of Nick Jonas, maybe a James Franco sighting, so we'll see.
I think for me on set as a director, like generosity is everything in spirit, and I tend to associate with what the character is going through. So to whatever extent possible, I try to just give them everything I could to understand the scene better, and a pat on the back, like, don't worry, this will be over soon. Especially with Ben, who was just getting brutalized often.
I can't say enough good things about Andrew. It's not every day you work with a director who is able to facilitate an environment of such trust and such openness amongst the cast and amongst the crew. So we all felt like we were in very safe hands. There was a lot of trust on set, so it was, which I think you need in order to really kind of go to certain dark places.
The story itself is really, really sincere and true, and the way that it's written is supernatural. Is supernatural, two separate words, where as an actor, sometimes you read sides and they make perfect sense, like this one did, and other times you'll read them 10 times in a row and you're trying to put the pieces together. It was just, the writing just really drew me in as well. Just the style of Andrew and David, it was great.
I don't make films for the sake of advocacy. I make them for aesthetic reasons, but I think in this case the film has a great opportunity to have an advocacy bent, and I think that I would hope that that people think more about masculinity and how it needs to be discussed and improved. Our discussion points need to be improved.
It is really about raising a bunch of questions about masculinity as a whole and about some of the violence within this fraternity culture. And I think all of us were incredibly committed to telling the story as honestly as possible and doing our best to really raise a conversation.
I mean, obviously you look at the script at first and you're like, okay, this is called GOAT, it's about a fraternity, it's a comedy. And then you read the script and the pure animalistic violence is just so tangible. It's pretty unnerving, yeah.
I worked really hard with the script and dissecting the character. On the surface, he could appear to be kind of black and white and see the world right and wrong without a whole lot of perspective and a different outlook, So I worked really hard with my acting coach and other people and just pulling it apart and finding different colors within it. And then on the day, working with Andrew, the director, and Ben Schnetzer, an amazing actor who played my brother, we dug deep, and we had very limited time to make this film, so it had to be our best foot forward very quick,